Audio Jungle.
Good morning, I am Anggia Camila Yasmin and now you are watching ABC News Reports. Qatar has deported several foreign laborers who protested about unpaid wages. The country is hosting the Football World Cup finals this winter and has employed thousands of foreign workers to build new hotels and facilities. Human rights groups have repeatedly complained about the bad treatment of foreign laborers in Qatar and a number who have died there. Qatar is building 7 stadiums for the World Cup finals, a new airport, a new metro system, a series of new roads, and about 100 new hotels. An entire new city is being built around the stadium which will host the final match. Qatar's government says that 30,000 foreign laborers have been hired just to build stadiums. Most come from Bangladesh, India, Nepal, and the Philippines. Recently, 60 laborers demonstrated outside the headquarters of the Al Bandari International Group in the capital, Doha, complaining about unpaid wages. Some workers say they hadn't been paid for 7 weeks. Al Bandari is building dozens of new hotels, malls, and residencies in Qatar. A number of protesters were detained and some were deported, although it's not known how many. The government said those who were deported had breached security laws. It added that it was already investigating the company for the late payment of wages. Ever since Qatar won the rights to host the World Cup in 2010, human rights groups have criticized its treatment of foreign workers. In 2016, Amnesty International accused Qatari companies of using forced labor. It said many workers were living in squalid accommodation, were forced to pay huge recruitment fees, and had wages withheld and their passports confiscated. In February 2021, The Guardian said that 6,500 migrant workers from India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka had died in Qatar since it won its World Cup bid. The number is based on figures provided by the country's embassies in Qatar. However, the Qatar government said the total was misleading because not all the deaths recorded were of people working on World Cup related projects. Many of those who died, it said, had been living and working in Qatar for several years and could have died from old age and another natural cause. The government said its accident records show that between 2014 and 2020, there were 37 deaths among laborers at World Cup Stadium construction sites, only 3 of which were work-related. However, the ILO believes this is an underestimate because Qatar doesn't count deaths from heart attacks and respiratory failure as work-related, even though these are common symptoms of heart stroke brought on from doing heavy labor and very high temperatures. It has compiled its own figures from government-run hospitals and ambulance services in Qatar, covering work-related deaths and accidents for World Cup projects. It says 50 foreign laborers died and more than 500 others were seriously injured in Qatar in 2021 alone, and another 37,600 suffered mild to moderate injuries. That is for today. For further information, you can check our website at www.abc.com. Thanks for staying tuned. Signing out.
Audio Jungle.